Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am MetalTech721 and you are the audience. Thank you for joining us again. We are with the DES Digital Endurance Series. As you can see, we are on Stint 5, lobby number 1, and we're just getting ready for some high action. Hopefully everybody's had a good day. Lots of on-track action been happening today, lots of endurance racing, as you can see. As we're just following Massman 67. Did a bit of track familiarisation, flying around the track, seeing how things are going. I think everybody's been doing well. I've been away for a little bit of a while, so I'm a little bit on the coming into it a little bit on the cold side. So if there is any issues with regards to sound, video, or if there's anybody you'd like to see, focus in on, anything you'd like to talk about, then stick it in the chat, and I shall do what I can to make that possible for you. So yes. So without further ado, let's have a look at what we got on the field. So we've got Massman flying about at the moment, coming in, well, we're on lap 5, just doing some laps, just chilling out, minding his own business. Got DLL Charles there, running his race. Got Cubano, Joe Cubano, that's a good name, isn't it? He's just a bit of familiarisation there, and maybe had just on the back of a moment there. And we've got Zero Kuhaka, which is, funnily enough, it's the same sound you make when either you tread on Lego or sneeze. So there you go then. So everyone's just having a little bit of a run around at the moment, I believe. We'll watch a bit of D-double-L Charles. D-double-L Charles, that's a good one, isn't it? Right, let's see if we can just get some information up from race control. I think everyone's good. Yes, looks like it. Cool. They're just waiting for a few individuals to continue on in the new lobby, or next lobby, or whatever lobby everyone's doing. Things and shenanigans. So let's have a look at what we can see. D-double-L Charles. Let's see if we can do a bit of an onboard. Oh, there we go. Seat of your pants stuff. Oh, and he hits the pits. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. He was in the pits, but now he's not confused. Wow. So we'll just stick with Massman 67 for a few minutes then. See how that goes. So I'll look a bit of a, there we go, we'll do the Super GT view for a couple of minutes there. So we go, a true feel of the sense of speed that everyone's driving around at the moment. Familiarisation going on. It's a lovely track, this one. I always feel like on these corners and everywhere, there's always a bit more time to be had when you're flying about on this thing. There's always just feel there's just a little bit more and a little bit more for it to give up. There we go, Plexus just joins the room now. Sticking with Massman for the time being, as he's the only one on track currently, but that's fine. Through the square pin. Is it a square pin, I suppose? I suppose it's called it kind of a square pin. Powering out onto the long back straight now. Got the timing beam for sector 2. That's what lap time we're looking at. 106.831 currently. And Massman's rocking in the 110s. Nope. Ku's just left the room, obviously having some connection issues there, I believe. I'm sure though everyone will get that sorted out in due course, and then we'll be ready to go. Across the line, new fastest lap for himself is a 107.548 as he dives into the pits. Anyone else going to hit the track? No, I think everybody else is pretty much out at the moment, so yes. Johnny's joined and Flipsy's joined. Happy days. Hoblix. What a lovely name. Flips is going to hit the track, so we can have a little bit of on-track action, so we can actually see what's going on. The twilight race going on. Light is falling, shall I say? I'll get my words out correctly, which is a bit of a challenge. Rocking the Aston Martin, racing green. Well, is it racing green? Probably a bit light colour for racing green, but still, Team DLL. Oh yeah, 488. So just chilling out in his outlap. Get to know the car, get to know the track, get to know the conditions. Then be ready to rock and roll. You'll have to excuse me if I keep clipping in and out a little bit on the sound there. I've got a very sore throat today, and I'm just sipping a drink. So rather than having you kind people listening to me go and slurp every few minutes, I figured it'd be probably better just to, you know, mute, as it were. Also, I've got a creaky chair, so you know that happens. So we've got Flipsy on track, we've got Plex on track, and DLL Johnny's also on track. So there we go. We'll stick with Flipsy for the time being. Watch a couple of laps with himself, see how we go, and then we'll start moving around, see how everyone else is doing. See Flipsy just started his hot lap. Well, first hot lap, I suppose. Would it be a hot lap? Would this one be? Probably. Still the car's handling well. Plenty of power down there. Up over the crest of the hill, down into the. I'm going to call it the square pin. I know it's not a square pin, but I'm going to call it the square pin because I quite like the look of it. Whoa! Big moment there. Can he catch it? Whoa! Look at that. Nearly a 720. Nearly a 721, in fact. And he dives into bits for some new boots, and maybe he'll go again. Well, there's Charles. Here's Johnny. Oh, rocking the grumpy teeth on the front of that bad boy. It's quite menacing. If you had that come up in the rearview mirror, that's going to give you something to think about, that's for sure. Oh, excuse me. Right, let's see if Johnny can negotiate the square pin a little bit better than Flipsy on the last one. Oh, it looks like everyone's just trying to find that little bit of extra time on going on the outside that one. Seems okay though. I think there's going to be a potential lot of time to be had and lost in that section of the track. But everyone will be pushing anyway to find all the limits, and the way the endurance series is set up, and I think everybody will be sort of not slowly, but they'll be finding their feet lap after lap, and then by the end of it they'll just be going full gun ho. Full speed, full bells and whistles and everything. So yeah, the track just gets wider and wider the more you race around. So we did a double quick check on race control, make sure I'm not missing any information. I don't think so. No one's shouting at me, so that's always a good sign. Because I haven't been around for a while actually, so it's I'm coming into this bit on the chilly side, shall we say? Not fully cold, but definitely chilly. If that's a phrase or a term. So we've got DLL Johnny and Charles flying the DLL flag, representing. Currently on track at the moment. Everyone else is just sitting in the pits, chilling out, which is fine. Flipsy's also joining track. There, we're going to have a bit of a DLL rompage, as they say. We'll do a bit of an onboard, actually. There we go. Let's have a look at onboard, shall we? Always reminds me of the Nürburgring in this part of the chicane. Other part of the track does, actually. I don't know. It's last part of the not the full Nürburgring, obviously the. Nuremberg or whatever it's called, you know, the GP layout. That always reminds me of that one. This last part of the sector of the track. I suppose you've been racing long enough. Every track kind of you can always find bits and pieces that look the same to each other. Looks that fourth gear. Power's on nice and early. Yeah, very smooth. Not getting too much lag tonight either, which is a nice bonus, as it has been known to affect obviously the streaming quality. But there's a little bit there, so obviously what we're seeing racing line-wise isn't really the true representation of these gentlemen's racing ability, obviously, because the lag's going to be bouncing them around and whatnot. So it's, you know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's Polyphony Digital, it's GT7, so you know you can expect some issues there. But never mind. So we'll stick with DLL Johnny on the for the remainder of this lap, and then we'll see how Mr. WSR Hoblix. It's Hoblix like Asterix. It's going around. Let's see how his racecraft is holding up comparatively to his comrades on the track at the moment. So what lap time we're rocking here? So we're in the teams, are we the 117s? There we go. Right, let's have a look at WSR Hoblix. Is he in the Lexus there? Let's have a look on the outside view. Lovely livery there. Looks like it's an all-German lobby tonight. Feeling very outnumbered, but never mind. It's you know, it's fine. I'm hoping none of them can speak English, because that way then they won't be very upset with me when I mispronounce or completely butcher their names. So I apologise in advance if I do that, which I probably will at some point or another. So I'll do my best, but yeah, pronunciation isn't always my. Sorry, no, that's not the correct way to say it. So getting people's names right is not always my forte, which isn't really ideal when you're trying to do commentary, to be fair. But you know, hey ho. No one's in the chat at the moment. I wonder if I've broken a setting, maybe. I probably have. So if there's any issues in that, just throw it up on the Discord channel or stick it into the chat. If you guys want to check out my voice, as it were, and hear some more of me and my dulcet tones, you can search me up on Twitch, YouTube and TikTok, MetalTech721. Have a look for me. You'll find me on there. I've got various videos and commentary and things like that on there. So yeah, have a go if you feel the need. Oh, and we're in the pit. Looks like I think we're going to have ourselves a bit of a ganders at Plexus. Z Plexus. Was that the Mazda? The Toyota, very nice. Look like the Mazda colours. That's what threw me out a little bit there. So he's got a 101. No, that'll be the outlap when it's 101. Yeah, he wishes. Everyone else is joining in. Lobby should be getting built and getting ready to rock and roll. Oh, going from one style, one category of car to the other on this one. It really does throw you out when you go to the upper categories. It looks like they're taking the game and stuck it on fast forward. I don't know how I feel about having maybe Mazda colours on a Toyota though. I don't know whether that's kind of a... It looks good. There's a bit of a sacrilege going on there. I don't know about that one. It feels a bit odd. Old Team Don. Ooh, back end trying to step away from it. Catches it lovely though. So coming fastest lap on 107.529. Who comparatively, that's just under a second underneath the DLL Charles at the moment, who's coming holding the fastest. This is more just a track familiarisation, car and track and tyre familiarisation at the moment, so everyone can get their eye in, see how they feel for the main events. Double check the Discord, make sure everything's rocking and or rolling. That's okay, that's working then. So just want to make sure everything's tickety-boo, as they say. Looks like race control has given us the already mark, so we will be beginning momentarily. Qualifying should hopefully will be commencing shortly. I think everyone's pretty much in now, except, well, everyone's in but are in the pits with the exception of, obviously, Plexus, who's given us something to look at, which is quite nice. Because as nice as it is doing glove check on people who just sat around not doing anything, we need to really be watching something to talk about. It's very difficult to talk about hands, quite frankly. 8 digits. 2 thumbs. As I say that, they all dive. Oh, someone else has gone on track at least we can find out. D-double-L Charles is going to give us something to look at. Happy days. Looks like everyone's getting ready for the event. Good luck, everybody. Race controls confirmed. Right, staggered start. Thank you for the follow, Jumper. Oh, dear me, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name. Jumper Matt 01. And we're off. Rolling start. Everyone's just getting ready. Waiting for the buzzer and the gong, and everyone will be on their way. Here we go. And we're underway. D-double-L Charles will lead us off ahead of Ray Philo. Plex in third, Hoblix fourth, D-double-L Johnny is in fifth. Pro 6, Joe 7th, and D-double-L Flipsy is in 8th. Right, let's have a look then. Looks like it is Philo is actually challenging Charles nice and early on for this race. We'll have to see how things go. Everyone's just going to want to get the first few laps under their belt, settle into a nice rhythm, and then flow. As we come down the main straight into the square pin now. A lot of people have been having some issues with that, as we saw in the pre-race momentary. The pre-race. DLR Chud looks like he was a bit cautious through there, actually, to be fair. Only a little bit, though. Let's have a look at Ray Philo. Looks like he's got the first three pretty much line astern at the moment. Plex looks like he's looking a little bit of time up on there, about 4/10 behind. Let's go back to Hoblix, which is, if the screen can find it, there we go. Nice gaggle of cars there. We got Hoblix in fourth, DLL Johnny fifth, Pro is in sixth, Flipsy seventh, Cabano, I don't know. Joe is in eighth. Looks like Pro's potentially setting up a manoeuvre on DLL Johnny. Let's have a look, see if he can get nice and close to him. So if we can grab a bit of a slipstream, sling one up the inside. It's a bit of a tricky one to turn one here. It can be done, but it can be. You need a compliant opponent. Whoa, DLL Johnny's looking like he's having a bit of a moment there. Catches it quite nice now. Hoblix is in fourth now, breaking away from the pack. Then we got Plex still in third. Philo, fourth, as if. Second position now, 7/10 ahead of Plex, 1.9 ahead of DLL Charles. He's decided, right, that's it, time to go, and he's gone. Fastest lap, 1:11.546 currently. I have no doubt that that will be going down and dropping as the event progresses. Right, so Hoblix is leading in class at the moment. Fourth position on track, first in his class. Let's see, he's got Johnny just behind, 1.6 seconds, who in turn is leading 0.6 of a second. Sorry, 0.6 seconds ahead of Pro at the moment. Who's just settling in nicely. We've got DLL Flipsy there. Second behind, 3 seconds leading on Cubano, who's just creeping along quite nicely, just keeping his eye out maybe for any potential hiccups, problems, or shenanigans to be collected. Back to the front with DLL Charles. 2.5 second lead now. Cruising away. Everyone is just getting into the rhythm now. Tyres good, fuel's good, track's good. Everyone's happy. See, it's already getting twilight time, so night is a falling. This will present a few potential opportunities for others who are better in the nighttime races. I see Charles there, just 1/10 up on his on sector 2, going purple. Obviously feels the need to push and get some distance early on tonight, or today, whichever way we want to look at it. No co-commentators with me tonight, or I've not set it up correctly and I'm going to be shouted at probably. So it's just myself, my poor dulcet tones, and me. Doesn't look like anyone's screaming at me at the moment, so that's always a good sign. Yep, looks like it's just me, myself, and I. Not a problem though. It's fine. I like talking to myself. It's all good. Right, we are watching D-double-L Charles. 3 second lead over RA Philo. Raffaele? Is that supposed to be Raphael, potentially? But obviously you couldn't quite get the names in there, so we've got Raffaele. Oh, look at that, it's gone purple in Sector 1. Just under a tenth up, so he's fancying getting the hammer down now. Whoa, a little bit of a moment. He's obviously pushing very hard there. Whoa, back end stepping out. It's a potential opportunity for Plex now. Now can Plex think about a overtake here? Just used to just slowly catch a monkey, as they say. Yeah, looks like Filo's managed to get some rhythm back again now, clean up the tyres. Yeah, so the lead's going to start extending. He's got now, so there's a 1 second now. So let's have a look back at Hoblex. Let's have a look. So he's pretty much keeping nice cool. Whoop, little bit of a moment there, but he's caught that lovely. 2.7 ahead of Johnny. He's currently actually got Pro is right up behind him at the moment, half a second behind him, and in turn Flipsy is challenging him with 3/10 behind him. Oh no, 1 second penalty to be served. That is not going to help the cause. Currently running 7th position, Flipsy. Going to burn the 1 second penalty. That's not really good. That's going to hinder him a little bit. So he's going to have to reset, then get ready to go again. 1.5. That's dropped him down to. As we got Pro is all over the back of Johnny at the moment. Well, that's an interesting, exuberant line, shall we say? I don't want to do too much of that. It's going to wear the tyres down and also make them dirty for a few corners. Quite a few high-speed, long bends around this track as well, which isn't going to really do your tyres much good in the long run. Looks like he's got the apex there. He's pulling him up nicely. Feeling very racy today, looking by the car's body language, so he's doing pretty well. Just chasing down Johnny now, so he's got what? Johnny's trying to extend his lead a little bit now, 8/10 up. As we see, Pro there kicking up some mud dust. Everyone's pretty good. How about Cubano? How's he doing? 8th position, 5.1 behind Flipsy at the moment. Holding station, keeping cool. It's all groovy. So we've got DLL Charles still leading, 3 seconds on Philo, who's actually managed to pull a lead on Plex now by 1.8 seconds. Obviously got the measure of Plexus, or Plexus. It's all groovy. As well, I think Plexus actually just had a personal best in Sector 1 there. What's he feeling the need to unleash a bit of speed now, try and get back on terms with Philo. Doesn't want to get that gap away too much. The lap times, we've got 107.6, 77, 78, and a 75 comparatively. Oh, to 107.6, 7, 7.3, and a 7.0. And he's going faster again. Now, is this Philo deciding that now's the time to put the hammer down, or is it Charles who's just cruising? 6.9 followed by 7.0 and another 7.0 and another 6.9. So I'd say the Charles has found pretty much a good rhythm now. 3.1 seconds ahead of Philo. Yeah, I think he'll be fine for the duration. As we've got Plex now, 2.2. So he's dropping a bit of time now. Hoblex is still holding first position for his class, which is doing a fantastic job. Johnny is... Where's Johnny now? Yep, 5th position. Still got Pro holding on there. Pro's not really giving up this fight yet. He fancies a bit of a chance at this one. As is Flips, he's managed to drill back that time. As all of them are dropping Cabano at the moment. It's down to 9 seconds. It was 5 on the previous lap, so whether... Oh, excuse me. I've got a bad throat. So, Cabano, so what was I saying? Yes. He was about 5 seconds behind on the previous lap. It's actually dropped down to about 9 now. So he's obviously... One of he's having a bit of a moment. We're in the 118, 18.3, 18.8, 18.5 comparatively. 19s, and there's a blue flag going around apparently. Yeah, that's probably for the DLL boys. Yeah, there we go. They're coming through the field now. 7 laps. That's pretty good going. There we go. Now this is going to present opportunity now. So Flipsy needs to get on the back of that as best he can. Obviously, the car class is a massive difference now. Obviously, speed and everything else, but that might just be enough to upset Johnny and upset Pro, just enough to gain maybe half a second or a second, just to have him get back on terms. Now is Pro gonna, yeah, see Pro, there we go. So now if he can get somewhere near Johnny, courtesy of Charles. Now with the front runners, well I say front runners, the first class, other class, there we go, coming through the field. This could prove, oh, there we go, leaves him plenty of room there, so it could prove opportunistic, shall we say. Whoa, there we go. Plex having a bit of a moment there, the back end stepping out into the dirt. Manages to keep it, collect it all back up though. So has Pro managed to make any time? 7/10 still. Hoblex still 4.5, 4.6, so it's pretty much stabilised. Let's have a look at Charles. How is he doing now? He's got 2.9 lead over Philo, who in turn's got a 1 second. So he's actually, Philo's lost out a little bit going through the traffic there. 8/10, he's lost, yeah, so it was about nearly up to 2 seconds, I think. So he's down to 7/10 now, ahead of Plex. At least again, on terms with Hoblex, does it? Oh, Plex has got a fancy the right shot of this now. 3/10 behind. Whoa, big moment there for Plex. Oh, he's not going to be happy, but he's obviously trying to get around the outside of Hoblex. A little bit of dirty air, tyres, rubber, debris, whatever you want to call it, on the outside of the track there. So he set the car and had a bit of a wobble there. He's not going to be happy bunny for that one. Fortunately, the nature of the racing styles endurance tonight, you do have to get around the alternate class of car. He's got to do it all over again now. He's dropped down to 6 seconds. Wasn't he a couple of tenths at one point? I'm not too sure what German is for oh fuck it, but I think that was pretty much might have been one or two expletives else that was added to that one. As we see, Philo's romping off now. 6.2 lead. He's got over Plexus now. So Plexus has dealt with the other class of car, and he's away. Let's have a look at DLL Johnny now. Let's have a look. He's actually made a little bit of time on Hoblex there. Well, Hoblex did have to be overtaken twice, effectively. As we see by Johnny, and Flipsy's made a massive, massive move. I wonder if Johnny's Pro's had a little bit of a moment there. As the DLL Flipsy's right on his rear bumper. Now, are we going to see a bit of a challenge into turn one? Pro's gone massively defensive, nice and early now. Can Flipsy get enough drive? It looks like, ooh, can he make it through? Pro holds the line. No, I don't think he's going to make it. We have to wait till we get through the left-right chicanes. Maybe up and over and hill, down into the square pin might be an opportunity for Flipsy now. Let's see how he goes. Oh, Car's trying to step out, catches it nicely though. Yeah, I think Pro might have had a bit of a moment there. That's why Flipsy was right on his tail. Go to the square pin. Will he hold him off? Yeah, I think he's got the measure of him actually. 3/10. Not much between them. Let's have a look at Pro's lap times. 18.6. Yeah, there was obviously a moment there on the previous lap. But it happens. As we see Flipsy's just getting a little bit of a moment there with the grass, so that's going to affect his grip a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, he's dropped back now, down to 6/10. Pro needs to get himself reset, re-smooth, and on his way to chase down Johnny. Looks like Johnny's having a bit of a... Let's have a look at the Hoblex's lap time. So he's done 17.0, 19.2, 16.9, 16.8, 17. So low 17s, high 16s. How about comparatively to Johnny? Pretty much rocking in the 17s at the moment, kind of moving up and down a bit, but is generally speaking in the 17s. What about Pro? How's he doing? Also 17, had that 118 there. Well, let's get to the front, shall we? Let's have a look. So, DWL Charles, 4.6 second leading over Philo. And he's going quicker now, personal best in on the lap, actually, so I say personal best in the lap, not the things of time there. 106.727 comparatively to Philo's got a 106.6.8 0.685, should I say. Plex is just running his own race now. Nice clean air, so he can just run his own pace. Fuel's looking okay at the moment, pretty much on the money. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem now going down. How's Hoblex doing now? 3.8 leading over Johnny at the moment. So Johnny has Johnny catched him 17.3, 17.7, a 17.3 and a 17.5 comparatively to a 19.2. That's where the times obviously were taken. So where Hoblex was overtaken by the other class of car, that's obviously where he lost a lot of time. 17.0 and a 17.4. So how's oh, there we go. Flipsy is still on the back of Pro. Pro's holding him back. He's keeping him at bay. Can't help but feel that Flipsy is the faster of the two at the moment. Keeps catching and falling behind. But I think he's potentially the quickest. I think Pro seems a little bit more, I won't say raggedy, but definitely a little bit more twitchy, shall we say, on the corner exit there. So where Flipsy is always much easier. I always find it's much easier to chase than it is to run when racing, especially when you're chasing down someone and they're as close as this. Gives you a good target to aim for. Then we go into the chicanes. There's a camera and a cutaway. That was quite nice. That was. Oh well. As I see, DLL Charles, 5.7 seconds ahead of Rye Philo at the moment. He's absolutely romping out a lead. Tyres aren't too. Tyres are pretty much on par with each other with regards to wear. As Charles is lapping Cabano for a second time round. So about every 6 to 7 laps is when there should be the front runners will be picking off the other class of vehicle on track. So DLL Charles lead up to 6.3 seconds now. He's putting out quite the run, shall we say, on Philo at the moment. Philo's kind of in a 6-second sandwich currently between first and third. Hoblik still holding on. First position for his class, doing well. 4.5 ahead of Johnny now, so he's managed to eke out that lead quite well. Looks like Pro is still holding on to 6th position. Flipsy not letting him go though, as the front runners are coming through again. So let's just stick with Flipsy for some time to see if he can maybe capitalise on Charles coming through on Pro. There we go, let's him through. Tries to follow him as best as he can, as much as the car will allow. He's got a 1 second lead. Sorry, 1 second deficit to Pro at the moment. Let's see what Pro's going to do. DLL Charles has already taken him down the straight, so Pro lives to fight another day. No time lost. Cabano, 8th position currently. 17 behind Flipsy. Just come out of the square pin. Lap time's pretty consistent, so hopefully that time should come down. Excuse me, that time should come down throughout the duration of the event. It looks like Philo's just coming through the field now. It's on the back of Flipsy. Ooh, not the best place to find cars, unfortunately. Oh, turn 1, that's never fun. Have we lost Philo's made it through? Oh, there we go. This could be an opportunity for Flipsy now. So, Philo's just trying to find his way round. Pro will move out the way. Yes, he does. Looks like Pro's lost some time to Flipsy. A couple of tenths he's made up on him then. Probably not enough to capitalise unless there's a bit of an accident or a problem, but I think, as Tesco says, every little helps. All right, let's have a look. So Flipsy half a second behind Pro at the moment. Plex has just made his way through. Any potential opportunity here coming through the chicane into the last corner. Down to 3 tenths, 2 tenths. He's got a bit of a drive, got some good traction out the last bend now. Can he make a challenge into turn 1? He's onside, he's with him. He's going to go around. Oh, Pro's going to make him go the long way round. Can he outbrake him? It's going to be ballsy if he does. Pro runs in right, Flipsy tries to do a switch back. He goes up on the inside of him, takes 6th position. Pro down to 7th. Flipsy up to 6th. Well done. Double L Flipsy. Lovely little sexual manoeuvre there. Pro down to 7th. Not going to be a happy bunny with that one. He's going to have to reset and realign himself. So if he can stick with him, another 7 laps or so, potentially, until the front runners come back round. But looks like he's challenging him. Sticking with him now, 3 tenths behind. Now, did Flipsy use a lot of fuel to do that? No, he didn't actually. Kept his fuel management pretty stern with that one. Oh, he's going defensive. Goes to the right-hand side of the track. Obviously wants to get into the take the shortest route possible down the back straight. Get ready for defence on Pro. He's going to try and send one up the inside of him. Ah, did Flipsy go a bit too early for that one, potentially? Pro's going to try and outbrake him. Yes, he does. He regains 6th position. 6th on track, 3rd in his class. There we go. Flipsy's unfortunately lost track position now. He's got to try and rebattle and regroup to go again. As I see, Johnny's just enjoying his little bit of a moment there. Back in trying to step out, catches it lovely. Plex is on his tide at the moment, keeping himself amused. So we've got Plex currently 3rd position, 4.4 seconds behind Philo. Philo's just about 8 seconds now behind Charles, 4 seconds ahead of Felix. Or Plexes. Dear old Charles is just romping away. We are watching a DLL Charles right now. I think we're going to do, let's have a look, see if we can get who's just coming across the line. Plex has just come. Let's do an onboard for Plex from a driver's point of view at speed. And I've just given him the commentator's curse and I've just killed him. I'm so sorry, Plex. Oh dear. Oops. Let's see who else we've got. So, Flipsy and Pro. Let's have a look from Flipsy's point of view, chasing down Pro. So we can see how close he is up front. 3.5 to 4 tenths behind. There's nothing in that at all. Okay, I've got to have to stop doing this. That's two cars running now. I've actually killed people on track. Oh dear, Flipsy. Luckily, he's got a big buffer to Cabano, though. Cabano's in 8th position, 20 seconds behind, so Flipsy's just have to reset. It's got a bit of damage to the front. Nothing visible, obviously, or a little bit of a crumple there. Left front's taking some damage. So, tyres dirty. A little bit of speed's going to be lost there. It's going to take some time to get back on track and on form again. On par, shall I say. It's going to... Not a lot of fun, that one, unfortunately. Whoa, back end's gone. Oh, the back end's been damaged now. Oh no, Flipsy just trying too hard too soon. Unfortunately, tyres are not gone. Extremely destroying drivers. I know, Eddie. I apologise. I've killed the driver. There's 2 drivers I've killed in 2 laps. I was going to do some on-board commentary, but I think I'll stay away from it now because I've killed 2 people. So let's stay away from that. Cabano's saw an opportunity though, up to 7th position. Got half a second penalty for his troubles, but he should be fine. Should get up there. That's Flipsy doing at the moment. Oh, that's not good. He's got to get some pits soon, actually, to get the damage repaired. As DLL Charles comes romping through. Right, let's have a look at Pro. How's he doing? 6 seconds, 1.1 behind Johnny. Maybe a potential new lease of life there for Pro. He's got Johnny in his sights. Well, we're determined that we're not going to curse anybody else while we're going on board. We'll be fine, I hope. Otherwise I'm going to have to start taking bets on who you want me to go on board with to knock them off track. Here he comes through the field. Plenty of drive out of that. So he's hovering, Gap's hovering around the 1 second mark at the moment, so he's slowly but surely creeping up on him. How's his lap times doing? 17's pretty much throughout. I had an 18 there, but 17's throughout. And to be fair, Johnny's actually looks like Johnny's lap times are a little bit lower. How about Hoblex? Oh, he's touching into the 16s from time to time, so he's even got the measure on that one. As Flipsy hits the pits. Looks like the tyres are repaired. What about the front and rear? Can they get fixed? Looks like the mechanics are really working hard on that one. As you can see, they're just jumping at it. And he's repaired and underway. So what's the deficit that's put him on Cabano now? Brim the tank on that one, so hopefully might be able to make a bit of time back, potentially, with a heavier fuel load for a longer stint. What's his gap now? It was 4 seconds, obviously, on the way in. What's it come back out? Blue flags are waving, so I have to watch out for the front runners. Let's have a look at what flips he's got. Cabano, where is he now on track, Cabano? Damn, it's dim there. Damn, it's the lap. Good grief. Yep, well over into a minute and change. Well, that's Flipsy's race, pretty much having a good old slapsy now. Lap 19. Front runners still got over around top three covered by 18 seconds. The deficit to Plexus, third, 10 seconds behind Philo, who in turn is 8.6, 8.5 seconds, 8.5 seconds behind Double L Charles. Hollex is rocking and rolling in fourth position, number one in his class. He's got Johnny that's maintaining a gap at the moment, shall we say. Pro's managed to nibble into that gap lead at the moment. As DWL Charles goes round the, I think it was the outside that was actually. Careful out there. We saw Plex have a bit of a wobble there on the previous lap, so they need to be a bit tricky around that. Be a bit careful with that one. Any issues with the sound or the any particular driver or anything like that you'd like to see, stick it in the chat, and I shall see what I can do. Also, feel free to search me up on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Mentaltech721 for race commentary and gaming, and I don't know, a few other bits and bobs that I do. If you want to hear more of my dulcet tones, feel free to search. As we are watching DLL Johnny in fifth position. Looks like Pro is actually making a little bit of time up on him there. So it was around about 1 second hovering in that way. We've got down to 7/10 now. 9 seconds behind Hoblex as the front runners are coming through. As you see, Raffilo, shall I say, sorry, and just moving through. A bit of a coming together there, was it? Don't think there was. A little bit close, but not too bad. Ooh, a bit of a skid mark there. That was okay. Oh, groovy. Hoblex there has got a fast-moving Charles behind him. There we go, through into the square pin. Let's see, check the drive. Looks like tyres are okay. Fuel's going down, but to be expected. 24 laps in now. 5.8 second lead over Philo. In terms, got 11 over Plex. Who's decided to hit the pits? Who we got? Flipsy's in the pits again. 2 pit stops. Obviously getting the tyre usage out of the way, shall we say. There we go. So this is going to be a very, very long stint for Flipsy. Damned, it's a couple of laps down now. Yeah, look at the lap time, 2:17 to a 1:44, 2:27, a 1:33. Oh dear, not good. All right, so I think Flipsy's only opportunity or chance now is to go after Cabano, who's currently in 7th position. Blue flags are waving as we start another lap. I think Plex is having a little bit of a flash there to Pro, just to let him know he's coming through. Be careful with Plex now. He had a little bit of a moment around here on the previous laps. So if he doesn't have any more spins, I want to damage the car and happen to Flipsy is what happened to him. He's been held up quite a while, actually. He's not going to be a happy bunny with that. Oh, is that a little bit of a potential nudge there from Plex? Has he got any damage to his car? No, he's all right. It was looked like there was a bit of contact there. I don't know if the lag was playing a bit of a part there, but it definitely looked like there was a little bit of a nudge, shall we say, as a reminder to, like, coming through, move out the way. Where are we now? 26 laps in. We're on about what, 10% fuel, I think, for Charles. Yeah, front runners are pretty much nip and tuck fuel wise. With I think the advantage is going to be Plexus at the moment. Can got the most amount of fuel. Once he managed to save a little bit, which will pay dividends in the later stages of the race. Let's have a look then. So Hoblex, 4th position, first in class. got 11-second lead over Pro at the moment. Now, Pro... Has Pro taken Johnny? We've not seen... I think Pro has taken Johnny, hasn't he? Johnny had a bit of a moment. 122 on that previous lap. What happened there, then? Replay's working. Are we going to see it there? 6th position. No, we obviously missed it. Whatever happened, we unfortunately missed it on track. So Pro's taken him. So Johnny had a bit of a moment there. So 1 minute 22 on previous lap, whereas Pro has obviously taken the initiative and dropped up into 5th position. Fair play to Pro. As Hoblex is now potentially got a bit of a Pro X to contend with. Keep an eye on that gap. So there's 11.2 seconds currently at the moment. So we'll come back to that, see how that's doing. So everyone's fuel's pretty much everyone, well, nip and tuck, except with Flipsy, of course. He's got more fuel than your average Shell station currently. Oh, Cabano's definitely got a bit of a red light flashing there for fuel. He's going to have to be coming in soon. As you can see by the counter on screen, an hour, well, 90 minutes to go. Long, long way to go for this race, so anything can happen. So Charles is just chasing down Flipsy. Still waiting to get on terms, I think. Charles has just done Cabano. Farlow's just following him round, 6.2 behind now. Got a 16-second lead over Plex. That's quite the margin there. It's where everybody started. So how's Pro? For 11.3 down to 11.5, so he's pretty much level pegging at the moment between 4th and 5th, 2nd and 1st in their class. Between Hoblex and Pro. How's Cabano doing? Is he hitting the pitch yet? No, he's still got a bit of fuel. Might have another lap or two to go. A lot of skinning going around the square pin at the moment. Who's that behind us? That's Philo coming through. Oh, a bit of a naff place to find the other class of car there. There we go, and he's off and underway. Johnny did have a mistake. Yes, we missed it on track, unfortunately, but somewhere on lap 22, as you can see by the lap times there, he's gone down to a 1 minute 22.6. So he obviously had a bit of a moment on there. We missed it, which is a bit of a shame, unfortunately. I apologise for that. But it'll be in the replay. So lap 22, make a note, where Pro got past him and, like I say, 5-second lead on Johnny. Trying to chase down Hoblicton. I think Hoblicton's got the measure of him though. He's up to 11.12 seconds now. That gap's been taken up to now. If there's any particular race driver or any particular view or anything like that you want to see, or if there's any issues with the sound or video, then let me know. Stick it into the chat, and I shall see what I can do. So look at Cabano now. How's he doing fuel-wise? I think that class. I think he's probably got the least amount of fuel. Oh no, Pro has definitely got the least amount of fuel. Hoblex has got loads of fuel. Look at that. Right, when's Pro going to hit the pits? Is he coming in now? Or are we going to go around? Nope, go around again by the looks of it. Another rotation's coming. Right, as we are watching Pro. 12.6 second deficit now to Hoblex, so he's obviously having a little bit of trouble keeping pace with him. Hoblex has got a lot of fuel. Pro's going to have to hit the pits pretty much momentarily. He's obviously using up more, trying to keep on, trying to get on level with Hoblex, but it's just not enough, unfortunately. Who's that coming around now in the front? Oh, that's D. Double L Charles coming around for another lap. Hoblex, Pro moves out of the way. Charles is through and off into the distance. As we see, Pro's coming into the pits now. Let's see what sort of fuel he's going to put in. As we see the percent, excuse me, the microphone playing up, any buggers in. As you see, the fuel percentage going up, 65% fuel. Quite a lengthy stop there. Cabana's got up to 6th position now. So Cabana's making some good time now. Let's see these pits. Fuel's a bit marginal. Johnny's fuel's marginal. Hoblex has still got a few more laps in him yet, so he should be okay. I think Johnny's got to think about hitting the pit soon. No, would it be this one or would he be able to squeak out? No, he's going to dive in now. Probably best decision to do that actually. As we see, Johnny is in the pits now. Percentage of fuel is going in. He's going to be holding 5th position at the moment. How's Cabana now? Cabana's got to hit the pits now. He's damn nearest on running on fumes. What about Pro? Oh, that's not ideal for Pro. He's got Charles right up behind him. Cabana's coming on 0% fuel. DLL Charles, is he going in the pits or is he going round? It looks no, he's just taking a line round. So is Pro going to manage to leapfrog Johnny? Johnny's exiting the pits now. Pro's coming round. Now, how's Johnny sacrificed fuel load to get ahead for track position? I think Pro's done it. There we go. There's Philo going off there. Pro is in, taking the lead. Let's have a look then. So he's got about what 55 to 60% worth of fuel, comparatively to Johnny, who's got a little bit less actually. So he did try and short fill, trying to get the position. Fortunately, wasn't enough. Same compound of tyre, brand new. Cabano is still in the pits. So a hell of a lot of fuel going into that one. What about Hoblex now? How's he doing? Oh, he's doing very well actually. He's got a couple more laps, so he should be no problem whatsoever. Charles, Philo and Plex, looks like their fuel loads are running their course now, but they're holding on quite nicely. Is Flipsy in the pits again? Okay. Why? So we had 2 pit stops. Do we feel the need for a bit more practice? Yeah, it's definitely having a bit of a horror stint for sure. I'm not entirely sure why he hit the pits again. Fuel was good and tyres. Maybe a bit of an accident potentially near the racing near the pit entry. Cabana 7th position. Johnny's now in 6th. Pro's up to 5th. Hoblex is still rocking and rolling. He's done a long first stint as Hoblex actually. He's having quite a good run on this one. Lead to from Charles to Philo down to 3 seconds now. 3.8, so he's going to have to try and rebuild that as best as he can. Pit stops are happening left and right, so he's going to have to think about either getting through the traffic or diving in the pits. So he's just sit with Hoblex for the moment, chasing down Johnny's actually got a lap on him at the moment. Right, so Hoblex 4th position. Still doing well with his fuel at the moment. We've got Johnny, who's in 6th position, only a couple of places behind, with a Pro actually in between them effectively. He's coming through the square pin. Plex is about to put a lap on him. Charles has hit the pits with 1% fuel. Good timing. Playing that very well. Philo's taken the lead. Now, can he put a quick lap in now to get it to leapfrog him in the pits? Let's see how much fuel that Charles is going to put in. So 15, 16, it's topping up quite nicely. Philo's going through the chicanes now. Just about to complete sector 1 now. Has he put a bit of a stint on now? Bit of a squirt. Second down, so potentially not. Plex has taken over second position now. Charles, 53% fuel. Interesting. Not a lot of battery in there either. Whoa, big moment there for Plex. He's obviously pushing very hard to get on the terms. He's got a 22-second deficit down to for Philo. Let's see how Philo's coming through now. He's just about to enter sector 2, or the end of sector 2, should I say. So nothing, no time to write home about on that one. Let's see what happens then. See if he gets through. Will he go for another rotate? Oh no, we're going in this one, so he's getting the pit out of the way nice and quick. Stays away from the line, does not need a 3-second penalty, as GT7 does have a habit of biting you for that one. Tyres changed. So 53% fuel went into Charles. Let's have a look then. So we'll see the percentage up the top left there. We'll keep an eye on Charles. He's just coming around the square pin. There's about, what, a 3 to 4 second gap, I think, when they pit stop started. Plex has also followed him in. Let's see what happens then. So is Charles, so 50%, looks like Philo's, yes, he's leaving the pits with 50% fuel. Is he going to leapfrog Charles? Is he going to go for a slightly shorter stint in stint number 2 to get track position over him? Oh no, Flipsy's at a moment. Philo's still leaving the pits. He's just getting up to speed now. Charles has done him. Maintain his 4-second, a little bit more than a 4-second lead actually. Wow. So everyone, there's also Plex rocks at 50% fuel. So Charles managed to maintain track position and get 3% additional fuel, and he still hold first. He's going to be fancying his chances now. Plex is just exiting the pits now. There we go. He's off on track and up to speed. Hobleck's moving out of the way. Still hasn't hit the pit yet, so he's the last one to hit the pit. So he's going to have to dive in soon. That poor car's going to be running on fumes. In fact, it's going to be running on even less than fumes. Let's see Philo in the background there. Just making his moves on Johnny. Now, Hoblex needs to move in. There it is. Dives into the pit, stays away from the line, avoiding any potential 3-second penalties. 0% fuel, time that to perfection. First in class, 4th position. He's got about quite a gap actually. Excuse me, while I just have a sneezing fit there for a moment. So let's have a look at the fuel. So where's Pro? He is just coming up to the square pin now. Last lap was his personal best, a 17.105. So he's obviously getting a bit of a wriggle on here. Let's see how much fuel Hoblex is going to put in. So 48% fuel. Comparatively to Pro, who's actually got just about, what, 51 maybe? Very interesting set of strategies we're going to start to pan out now. So let's see who's made the right call at the right time. Oh, bit of sparks there. As the Hoblex is just exiting the pits now, he will maintain track position over Pro. Quite a considerable track position over Pro, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, it's quite a gap, that. But then again, he is holding, carrying a little less fuel than Pro. So Pro is going to have a 3 or 4 lap advantage. But then again, Hoblex, I suppose he did go a lot longer with that stint, with that amount of fuel. So is it game on? Time will tell. As we see Johnny at the moment, 6th position, 3rd in class, 7.6 behind Pro. We don't have a time to Kabuno, but sure that'll come up. And Flipsy is, yeah, he's not having the best of races as Flipsy, actually. 8th position, unfortunately. 9 minutes down on the leader, but you know, it's what? Let's see, 7:47, 9 minutes. He's got a couple of minutes, so he's got 1 or 2 laps behind Cabino, unfortunately, for Flipsy. Let's go back to the front with Charles and Philo. So 3.6 behind Charles, 22.4 ahead of Plex. So Plex is being dropped now. Got an hour and 15 to go. And a stupid refuel remaining laps sign coming on, courtesy of GT7's issues. As we see, DLL Johnny is just trying to make it through the chicanes there without holding up too much time on Plexi. Unfortunately, Plexi has been hampered by that. Not going to be very happy. He's not done very well with the bit of luck with the traffic there as Plex. He's definitely been sort of hindered and knocked and banged around a bit throughout the various laps. There. He's definitely not had the luck of the draw in that case. As Hoblex is still holding on to, well, say holding on to, still leading, actually by 21 seconds over Pro. Pro with a slightly less fuel load, a slightly higher fuel load than Hoblex, but then Hoblex can make the seems to be able to make the fuel last longer, so and do more laps with it. So even Stevens between the two, I'd say. As we see DLL Johnny, 6th position, 3rd in class, 7.9 behind. It's got about a minute over Cabano. There we go. Finally got some delta times up now. As Pro is putting a lap on Cabano. Cabano? Cabano? I don't know how to pronounce that name, unfortunately. As I see, Flex is trying to make some manoeuvres around Pro at the moment. He's not going to be... Ooh. Again, another lap where he's just getting delayed further and further. He's just losing, bleeding time left, right, and centre. The other two just seem to be able to cut through the field a little bit sharper than Plex. There's a random balloon popping around in the background there. See one of the crowd has let off the little red balloon in excitement. Looks like Ray Philo has actually managed to find himself a little bit of pace there on the previous lap. So got a 107.3 and a 107.4 comparatively to 107.8, 108.6, 108.70. So he's actually catching up a bit of time there. Quite a lot of time. He used the remainder of his battery. Excuse me. Down to Charles. What's going on with Charles? His lap time is just, well, his speed is just gone. Philo's just managed to drop about, well, gain about a good couple of seconds. Oh, he's hit the pits. No, he's not. What am I on about? He's just taking the pit line. A 107.4, 109.4 comparatively to a 108.1. Good evening, Flame Haze. Thank you for joining the stream. Nice to see you. Hope you are well. We're just watching Philo at the moment chase down Charles, and he's managed to, for whatever reason, Charles had a bit of a moment in that previous lap, and Philo just managed to just burn about a second and a half out of him. Gap's coming back up again now, but for whatever reason, Charles has definitely lost a bit of time. Not entirely sure why, but the gap's shot up again now, so whatever was going on there was obviously managed to right itself. A random drop in speed. Look at that, it's back up to 3 seconds again now. How bizarre. Whoa, is Plex at a moment? Let's have a look. Has he had a bit of a spin there? Or has he just caught the end of that? Let's have a look. See if he goes through a chicane, turn. Let's have a look. Whoa, big spinny moment there. Oh, just catches it lovely though. Yeah, we're good. I think the in-game sound is missing, is it? Ah. Little odd. I didn't believe we were having any issues with in-game sound. He doesn't like curbs. Yeah. Yeah, they're not a fan of the bouncy. They do tend to get knocked around a bit. He's had a few instances as Plex around that first part of the lap. Actually, he had another spin earlier of actually trying to overtake someone. Interesting. Mess around with the volume because it says I'm getting input, so I'm not entirely sure as to why it's not working. I apologise. I wonder if we can fix this. Where's my Elgato's playing up bloody things? Well, we can only do what we can do, but we'll try and see if we can fix that. It's a bit difficult to do midstream. I don't want to sort of lose connection or anything, so that says working. So at least the voice is working anyway. Why have we got no sound? So let me know, see if that. Now we hear everything. Okay. Okay. Right, maybe that's not working. Very, very bizarre. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know and helping me sort out my stream setup. Right, let's go back to the front to see what's going on with Charles. So, Charles is got 2.5 second lead over Philo at the moment. He's currently rocking second position. 29 second lead advantage over to Plex at the moment. He's had a little bit of a couple of wobblies, shall we say. Oblex is still leading first in class. 23 seconds, 23.8 seconds over Pro. He's just got one of the front runners coming through. There you go. There's Johnny, 6th position. Where's he on track comparatively? Well, he's not too far behind actually, 7.6, so he's getting there slowly but surely. Cabano, 7th position. They've got a deficit now to Johnny, unfortunately, but it's probably in excess of a lap, and they've got Flipsy who's having lots and lots of pit stops tonight. Not entirely sure why, but he's feeling the need to go in there. See, Charles has got his lead up to 4 seconds now. There's not a fat lot of battery going on in that thing, that's for sure. He's well. Apologies for the sound not being available. I'm not entirely sure why I was doing that stupid thing. Oh well. It is what it is. If there's any particular camera angle or any particular driver you want to see, stick it in the chat. We'll have a look. So it's Charles just starting. Well, I say starting, just completing beginning of another lap. Oh, we've got a car off, yellow flag. Who's come off track? Let's see. Oh, is that Flippy? Flippy. Ugh, that's Flipsy just moving to one side, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Getting out of the way, so he's obviously just driving a little bit slow just to make sure that it doesn't impede Charles at all. Gets right out of the way for him. Nice gentlemanly racing there. Yeah, I think Flipsy, he got a bit of damage in the first stint. Had to hit the pits, and then for some reason he went back in again. I'm not entirely sure. So he's effectively had 3 pit stops, I think. So he's definitely not a happy bunny today. There's Pro rocking and rolling in 5th position. We've got Hoblex 4th. First in class, obviously. Pro 2nd. Chasing him down, 24 seconds now. Plex actually made a little bit of time up on Violet. There, Flips is in the pits again. Oh no, he's got front end damage. Oh dear, oh dear. Hello, Flipsy. I'm an esports driver. Cool. Do esports drivers like pit and chat at the same time, do they? So would you like to give us a, well, I don't suppose you can, but if you can go a couple of moments. Please report DLL 50 for dangerous driving. Okay. confused by this. Fair enough then. Flipsy's going to report Flipsy. Makes perfect sense. Thank you for the follow for, is that Dorito? Dorito 787B. Thank you very much, my friend. That's very kind of you. Let's have a look at Pro is chasing down Hoblis. He's got it down to 25 seconds. Rocking and rolling pretty well. Flex is in third position. His gap to, sorry, deficit to Philo now, 30 seconds. Philo's deficit to Charles, 2.7, so he's been bouncing around pretty well actually. He's that lead to Charles's lead, should I say, has actually been sort of hovering around about the 3 second, 1.5 to 1 second for the last few laps now. I think Charles had another bit of a moment on that lap, another 109 on lap 48, so he's obviously had a bit of a thing going on. As we see Flipsy now coming through. See Johnny just moving out of the way there for Plexus sorry, to come through. So he doesn't want to impede the other class of drivers. His own race to worry about now. He's got an 8-second deficit to Pro. He's actually making good on that. Fuel load's pretty good. Pretty marginal between Hoblix and Pro at the moment, but Hoblix did have a cracking first stint. Hoblix will just carry Shanna. That's the name of our Lexus home, as we have a gap of 2 minutes 40 seconds to the next car. But oh, really? Wow. That's yeah, he had a very good stint, this Hoblex, actually. Very, very good stint. He managed to go a lot further than everyone else around him. It's very impressive, actually. But quite a margin as well. It wasn't just a few laps. It was quite a good chunk. So he's in the pound seats, as they say. As we see Plexus just coming around now. Oh, he's in his favourite spot of the night, unfortunately. Oh, it's not a nice place to be. Make it through. Ooh, just about comes up the inside of him. Not making any mistakes, otherwise 1 second per lap slower than my 4 hours of driving. You managed to maintain that for 4 hours, but you were knackered at the end of that. Good blimey. That's a long old stint, that is. You see Charles is 5 seconds now. Got on Philo. Remember, don't drink and drive, but grab yourself. Oh, what? An Otiga and enjoy. Okay then. Whoever floats your boat. That's the key here. Yeah. Consistency is the key. That and caffeine, I would imagine, actually. I do some caffeine myself right now. Here comes Charles, just putting a lap on DLL Charles. The lap's on DLL Flipsy. Maybe 2 seconds slower, to be honest. Oh, wow. So it was quite a bit of a difference then. As I see Charles just negotiating the final part of the lap. I mean, now, just about an hour to go. It's nearly about halfway through now, give or take. Flex just coming out the square pin. We're doing on fuel. Once fuel's pretty good at the moment. I mean, Flipsy's probably rocking the most currently. So, Plex, 39 second deficit to the front runners. Nichelle, hello, my friend. I think I had the pace to challenge Hoblex in the first sim and then bottled it way too early. And of course, I had to bottle it again later in the stint. Well, if you're going to do it once, you might as well do it twice, you know. Liked it so much the first time. Oblex is looking pretty consistent. He's in the high 16s, low 17s pretty much throughout the race. So that was our race in the bin already after 45 laps. Oh no, that's depressing. Well, I say it's a marathon, not a sprint, so you never know. Maybe Oblex might fall off and just, you know, get stuck in reverse or something. Who knows? Might have a rig problem. Although I've managed to commentate curse 2 people tonight, actually, so maybe if we stick on Oblex. Yeah, he's about to start a lap, actually. We're doing on board on him. There we go. That should be pretty much guaranteed to throw him off track, actually. It does look pretty smooth through there. So half distance has just passed. Whoa, here we go. Through the S's. Who's that behind us? Oh, that's Plex, isn't it? Just going through there. There we go. Moves out of the way, lets him through. At least that's one of the advantages, I suppose, of being the different class of car. At least you haven't got to get out of the power, actually, in the other class. So you just pull to one side and the other ones just fly by. So there's one less thing to worry about. So Oble's got a 28 lead over Pro at the moment. Oh, sector time coming up now. Yeah, 2/10 down on previous best. Rocking and rolling into the chicane. Quick left, right. Slight squirt. Downhill double right-hander. That's the first part. Here's the second. And across the line. Away we go again. Front runners. So Charles 3.3 seconds leading over Philo. He's got a 35-second lead over Plex at the moment. That's cute though. He's got a pit stop in hand. Everyone's fuel's pretty much good. 25% fuel. Everyone's rocking and rolling with the fuel, so not too much of an issue there. Yeah, battery's obviously pretty much had it at this point. It's back in on the Plex's car, so they're stepping out there. He's been trying to bite him all night. Actually, he's done well to keep it under control. Stream Element says, don't forget to follow us here on Twitch. Click that follow button. Every little helps and all that schnazzle. So I should be back in just a moment. Need to get myself a refreshment. And I have returneth. Apologies if I sound out of breath. I've just done 3 flights of stairs and a drink and a ween. I'm very, very tired. Whew. Right, so Hoblex, 4th position, 32nd leader of Pro. Christ, I'm out of shape. Jesus. So, order has pretty much stayed the same. Charles still rocking and rolling, 1st position, 3.7 seconds over Philo, who's got a 43-second lead over Plex. He's absolutely romping off, leaving Plex for dust. See Hoblex there, still holding 4th position, 1st in class, 32nd lead over Pro. He's got a 9.1 over Johnny. We don't know what the deficit is to Johnny. I'm guessing 8:49 versus 10:07, so about a minute and a bit. So yeah, so just about a lap over that. And Flipsy's got a half-second penalty for Flipsy. He's definitely not having a good day today, is Flipsy. He's yeah, not a lot of fun to be had, unfortunately, with this event. For this stint, is not doing too well for him. But never mind. It's all mentally building and all that bollocks. So yay. Rocking and rolling back with Charles. Oh, he's caught Cabana in a horrible spot there. Sends it up the inside of Cabana. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at the fuel loads at the moment. So we've got about just under 20% of for Charles. Pretty much nip and tuck with the same for Plex. Hoblex again, everyone's pretty much. Cabana's got lots of fuel actually, doing very well. And Flipsy, yeah, so it's anybody's ball game. I really wish that please refuel remaining laps. A little warning message would go away actually. It's like probably inappropriate, inaccurate, and just generally useless to be had. Actually, I don't know why they've decided to get that in whenever we run a replay. It's not very good, to be honest. As we're watching Philo at the moment, 45-second lead over Plex. So, just a little over 50 minutes remaining of this stint. Just going to go into the square pin now. Deficit to 2nd position has been pretty much consistent all the way through this race so far, about 3 seconds, so he's on 2.4 now. See, he's still in the. If we get a bit of an on-board view actually, there we go. So we can see him there, tantalisingly close. Oh, we have a nasty place to find the other class there. Johnny would have seen him, so Johnny will just blend out the power, move to stay to the left while Philo flies up the inside, completes another lap. I'll stay on board for Philo for this lap, see how he does. As I said before, if there's any particular race driver or view or anything like that you'd like to see, then let me know in the chat and I shall make it happen. Also, if you want to hear more of my dulcet tones, search me up on TikTok, what's it called, Twitch, YouTube, MetalTech721. You'll find me on there somewhere or thereabouts. Other bits and bobs on there, like commentary for other racing leagues and videos and shit. So feel free to have a go. Obviously, red balloons in the sky. And Johnny, we're just coming up on par now. Johnny, it's Pro, isn't it? We wouldn't have done Johnny. He's not having much luck actually finding the what's it called, back markers with the other racers actually. It's the 2nd lap running now. He's had to sort of negotiate his way around there. As you see, by Charles has managed to increase the lead now, 4.5 seconds, down to nearly 2 previous lap. Hoblex doing? He's currently in 4th. 33-second lead over Pro now, so he's extending the advantage. How's Pro's fuel doing comparatively? Oh yeah, he's burning a lot more fuel actually, to be fair. That's quite the job, and the tyres have taken a bit more of a pounding. So he's pushing on and pushing hard. Hopefully everybody can stay away from that pit line. It's just lovely to pick up a bit of a penalty there. How's Flipsy doing? I've seen a lot of Flipsy because he's been unfortunately taking the rear end of it, unfortunately, a lot of the night tonight. Still keeping on though. Maino's in 7th position. It's incredible to think that these classes of cars 10 minutes behind. Jesus, madness. Plex just puts another lap on Hoblex. Everyone's nicely and spread out now, so even if there is any shenanigans or problems, they should hopefully be able to negotiate them. See me clicking in the background, just making sure I'm not missing anything out on voice chat or anything like that, because I don't want to miss anything. Make sure I'm getting everything done. All groovy, rocking and rolling. If you are new to the channel, please hit that follow button for digital endurance series here to watch more of this, these type of styles of events. You see the high caliber, high level of precision driving as you see from these boys now. They're actually got, like I say, lap after lap, time after time, and they're just absolutely nailing it, pinpoint perfect every time. I know, as I say, that I am potentially giving Charles the commentator's curse. I'm hoping I won't, as I've done that twice already tonight, in succession. I have even as well. As you see, Charles is getting a bit of a hammer down there. Sector time, 100th down on his personal best, which is the fastest lap actually, at 106.623. So he's obviously feeling the need to put on a bit of speed. So Hoblex just in front there, is just going to put another lap on. Yep. And Naff again, a Naff spot to find him. I seem to find him until the latter half of the laps at the moment. Yeah. Might get a slight sniff of a slipstream there, just coming through the last corners. 4/10 down. That's Philo looking. Wow, Plex has got a 53 deficit now. That can't be right. Getting on 48-second deficit. Wow, he's just dropping. Lap times are consistent, but he's dropping back, unfortunately. The front two are sort of leading away now. Hoblex has been first in class pretty much since the light dropped, actually. Since the flag dropped, should I say, sorry. Pro's made some good positions up, actually. He's gone from sort of 7th up to 5th, up to 6th, then up to 5th, but after taking Johnny. He had a bit of a moment, did Johnny, on it was lap 22. And a little bit of a wobble, unfortunately, conceded the position to Pro. Cabano, minding his own business, actually. That's it. Flipsy in the... Whoa, okay, that's invisible. Okay, that was weird. Flipsy hits the pits again. For new tyres, really? Not entirely sure. Maybe he's going for fastest lap, maybe? Might be the final refill stint mode towards the end of the race. Let's see what percentage he puts in. 67%. That's Cabano hits the pits now. What lap are we on? Lap 57. We've got about just under 45 minutes to go. So, what do you think? Final stint, maybe? Will there be enough fuel to do it? I don't think there is. Oh, well, what would I know? These boys know what they're doing. As you see, Johnny, 6th position there. He's got 9 seconds deficit to Pro. Pro's got a 36 deficit to Hoblex now. Hoblex hasn't got a potential pit stop in hand, actually, if this continues. How's his fuel loads looking comparatively? I think Pro's definitely going to have to hit the pit soon, as is Johnny. Hoblex, I reckon he's got about another probably... Well, if Hoblex is first in, has got anything to go by, I reckon he's probably got about another 15 to 20 laps given that level of fuel. He just carried on going and going and going on the first one. It's like the Energizer Bunny. Oh, there's a yellow flag up front. A yellow flag? A yellow flag up front. Who is that? It's, oh, please say it's not Flipsy again. So, oh, was that? No. Was that Philo? No, it wasn't Philo. Who was it done a lap sign then? So Plex is okay. Oh, I don't say it was Flipsy, was it? Oh, Flipsy, Flipsy, Flipsy. What happened? Another 3.5 second penalties for your troubles. Oh dear, oh dear. And it rains when it pours. So I think Pro's probably going to be our next pit stop. I don't know, not representative, but individual, I suppose, is a better way to describe it. Will he come in this one? Short fill to get out quick, track position, or is he just going to go around and do another rotation? Let's have a look. Oh, another rotation it is. Flips his lap time on that one. Yeah, those lap times are very far down, 27, 28, 42, 30s. Whoa, I was trying to get some temperature into those tyres, but the car does not look very settled at all. Stuck in a gear change problem? It's stuck in 5th now. The car's not indicating any damage or anything like that. It's just... Whoa, what's going off? The car's gone. Oh, poor Flipsy, he's not a happy bunny. My controller decided to disconnect for the evening. Really should put that on charge, actually. Oh well, come back to that later. That's Pro's fuel percentage is doing pretty good. He's going to have to hit the pits now. There we go, and he's in. What percentage of fuel will he require now? On lap 61, or just started lap 61, to say. Let's have a look. We've got about 41 minutes or so with a little bit of change to go. Now, what percentage is he going to need? Johnny's hitting the pits as well. It's a fueling race. Johnny's pit box is obviously ahead of Pro's there. Oh, but they're watching the counters now, so 50% fuel for Pro. Is it worth potentially pitting short for Johnny? Pro's gone, 61%, and he's away. What's Johnny going to do? Is he going to do the same, match him? 60%, right, and he's off. As Flipsy's hit the pits again with another half set. Oh my goodness. Is Flipsy just going for like maximum amount of pits damage and fuels and things? And there's Pro, 5th position. As Plex hits the pits. Ah, this is a bit unexpected. I thought we'd have a few more laps with these boys. Obviously not. Plex has decided to go in first. 6% fuel left. Right, what percentage is he going to go? Where's Philo now? So Philo, nip and tuck between fuel between those two. Could this play in Plex's hands? He's coming with a little bit more fuel, so the stop should be quicker. So he's away, 47% fuel. So what's Philo and what is Charles going to do now? They're going to have to go 3.5 seconds up to 4 seconds now. There's a lot of skidding going back in the background there. Oh, back end stepping out and catches it lovely though. Will Charles peel off into the pits, or are we going to go around again? Let's have a look. He's going to go around again. Yes, he is. What about Philo? Is he thinking an undercut? No, he's going to go again. Was he not fancying it? Right. Times are ticking. 38 to go. Lap 72. good outlap here because he's got to make some time back on Philo. Hoblex is still going. I think everyone else has pitted with the exception of Hoblex, Philo and Charles. So Hoblex in class, first in his class, 4th position. Well, yeah, 1st, 4th. Is he going to go around again? Oh, look at that tyre, look at the brake disc glowing. What's that front one's there? Are we going to go around now or are we going to go... Nope, we're going around again. Obviously he feels he's comfortable. So Charles is probably going to have to hit the pits on this one. He probably has got, yeah, I'd say a little bit of cutting shenaniganery there going on. And the 2 front runners hit the pits. 0%. I thought he'd pick up a penalty there. Yep. Charles is not going to be happy. That's really, really not what he needs. Half-second penalty. How much fuel is he going to need now? I'd say he had a touch more fuel coming in than Philo. Not by much. Might just be enough for Philo to get on terms with him though. Fuel he put in 33%. How much are we going to use? Half tank, 49% versus 45. Ah, interesting. That's got a half-second penalty to burn, which is not convenient, but not the worst thing in the world. So here comes Plex now. Plex damn near still a lap down. Good grief. Here comes Philo now, and so he's managed to drop the deficit from about 6 seconds to about 1.5. As we see, Hoblex has just dived in, so we'll come back to that shortly. Let's just stick with the front runners for a moment. I'm curious to see how this half-second penalty is going to potentially influence this race. Flipsy's in the pits again, just for a laugh. Anyway, DLL Charles, double L Charles, first position. Right, here we go, come on. Right, Philo second. Lights flickering up there. There's a penalty being served now. All the momentum's gone. Is he going to hold enough to keep him up? I think he might just be able to keep him back during the chicane. Philo's got to fancy his chances here. Whoa, back and stepping out. He catches it lovely though. Really the second of the right turns for the last part of the lap. 55 versus 58. See, he's got the sniff now. DLL Charles, will he be able to just pull away as he did before? Has Philo got enough in him? Ooh, just about catches it. I think the dirty air might be affecting him. Not quite sure where Plex is on track. We'll have to look back shortly. Well, it's hard. It's over Hoblex now. It's under 40% fuel. It's over 40% fuel there. Hoblex. Charles has just managed to regain composure and he's gone. Off into the distance. Right, so we're coming to the latter part of the race now. Hoblex managed to maintain and extend his lead from up to 47 seconds. Good grief. Who's that from there? That's Charles actually. Oh, Charles is overtaken. Of course he is, yes. Keeping track of everything that's going on. Philo moves up the inside there, puts a lap on Hoblex and is off and continue off his pursuit of Charles for first position. Just watching DLL Johnny. Maintaining, starting lap 66. Ooh, he's got the third place coming through now, trying to put a lap on him. Oh, very tricky position, careful Plex. This is where you had your previous wobblies. Yeah, he's obviously thinking, I'll just stay behind during this part. There you go, pulls in and goes. And he's away. Johnny's got about, what, a 10-second deficit to Pro now. It's been pretty much, that's the gap probably for the last sort of 10-15 laps, I would say now. This Pro's actually made a little bit of time up on Hoblex there. Not a vast amount, but enough. This front runner's pace has definitely been yo-yoing a lot. We've got to nearly 3 seconds a lap or so ago. Now we're back down to 1.2. I wonder if Charles is 109, 158, 108, 108, 155. Yes, there's obviously something's happening, shall we say. Just caught a glimpse of someone there in the background. Let's go off a second. Oh, Flipsy, not again. Good grief. So if he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck. Good grief. Fair play though, keep it on going. One of the hardest times to keep racing when you're in that position, but you're still going though, fair play. Keep on rocking. Pro's picked himself up a 1 second penalty now. I wonder how that happened. Might be potentially getting out of the way from the front runners, maybe. 49 behind Hoblex. He's got 11.5 over Johnny, so he should be pretty comfortable. Shouldn't have too much to worry about. You see there, Charles has just gone through. And lap 68 now. Oh, sorry, lap 70, actually, I say, sorry. Bouncing between the classes, obviously, throwing my lap counter out. There's about 31 minutes to go. Remember to please subscribe to Digital Endurance Series if you want to see some more of these. If this is your style of racing, these are the boys to watch. Remember to hit that follow button, subscribe button, and all the other bits and pieces in between. I'm an old fart, so I don't really understand how all of it works, but hit the follow button because it's all good. Check them out on Discord. There's a YouTube channel. I would imagine there's probably some TikToks floating around there somewhere as well, so do a search for them. You'll find them, and you'll be thoroughly impressed with the quality and also the style of racing. So check them out. We are watching DLL Charles leading the race with a 2.9 second lead over Art Philo, who in turn has got a 58.8 second lead over Plex, who's I wouldn't say be dropped, but he's definitely been left, I would say, is probably a better way to describe it now. Then we go down to the other class of race in the moment, which is fourth place, or first, for Hoblex. Got a 50-second lead over Pro at the moment. Fair play to Pro, he's made up a couple of positions over the previous laps, and it started in 7th, made his way up to 5th, courtesy of Flipsy having a bit of a wobbly. And then Johnny also had a bit of a misgiving somewhere on, I think it was lap 22, I believe he had a bit of a moment, and Pro was there to pounce. See Johnny, 6th position right now, 10.2 behind Pro. We haven't got a full delta as to how far ahead he is of Cabana. So, Cabana's on a bit of a dirt there. So 13.50 versus 12.36. So what, about a minute and 10, minute and 20. You were taking Flipsy's quite, it's quite a few minutes down as Flipsy. Unfortunately, he's had a horrible race. He started at what 6th position, 5th or 6th position, and then he just unfortunately just kind of went a bit backwards and had some damage, and then tyres, and then pit stops, and it's just not been a lot of fun for Flipsy, unfortunately. And there's just catching in there. Oh, another half-second penalty that we pick up for his troubles then. So it's just pretty much the story of the race, unfortunately, for Flipsy. He's not had a fun time at all. But it's a real measure of the man's mental state, actually, to be able to continue, though. It's a fair play to him for doing that and actually keeping his foot in. A lot of people would have given up by now, but no, not this guy. Rocking and rolling. So we're just coming through the square pin now, coming out to the exit and onto the long back straight. Burn off, second penalty, get rid of that bad boy, and off we go again. Let's get back to the front with DLL Charles, 3.1 over Raf? Philo now. Oh, excuse me. As I mentioned before, I've got a terrible throat tonight. Damn thing's not been good all day. Let's have a look at Philo. He just got someone else got another 0.5 second penalty there for Flipsy. Whoa, you see Philo's had a bit of a moment there. Zigged when he should have zagged. Never a lot of fun with Philo. Poor thing. So do a few laps and just try and keep the pace down a few percent so he doesn't overcook the tyres. Need a few corners just to get them cleaned up. Be on his way again. Yeah, he's dropped his unfortunate deficit down to 6 seconds now. Every second counts. Let's have a look at Plex. Let's do a bit of an onboard with Plex. Oh, Hoblex has got a bit of a penalty now. Half a second there. There's me minding my own business, having a bit of a drink to wet my whistle, and Hoblex got to serve half second penalty for potential shenaniganery. If I get my words out, good grief. See Plex romping off into the distance. What do I have the Hoblex on that one? Be a new experience for him. I might even do a lap time that's not in the 116s or 17s actually, or a pit stop. We're going to see the first lap of the race where he's actually going to touch into the 18s. Oh, I think we might. Yes, we will. Look at that. 1 minute 19 for Hoblex. Oh dear. He's gone. He's peaked. It's over. I'll probably respond now by putting an absolute stonker in for the next one to make up for it. See, DLL Charles is just measuring him up for another overtake. Is that going to give Philo a bit of an opportunity? Yeah, we'll see. He's away. Whoa, there's another spin going on. Is that oh, Flipsy, what happened, mate? What happened on there? Oh, we're going backwards. Okay. I'm not entirely convinced or following what's going on there. Oh, Flipsy's car is absolutely kabuggered. Oh dear. We're rocking with DLL Charles, maintaining the 3-second gap. Plex has been pretty much dropped from them. In fact, he's almost going to be lapped, actually, his Plex. Flipsy's in the pits again. Not the best of nights as Flipsy. As we see Hoblex there, the car just trying to momentarily take a step away from there, but he just caught it up and scoops it up nicely there. Here comes Pro. 5th position. 50 seconds he's got deficit to Hoblex. Now Hoblex has just been nibbling away all the way through this race. He's got himself a nice big buffer now. Johnny's managed to keep the 10-second gap now. He's managed to peg him lap time, so he's been rocking. Let's have a look at his lap time. So he did an 18.0 on lap 67, a 17.6, followed by a couple of 17.4s, and then another pair of 17.6s. Comparatively to Pro, look at that, 17.2, 6, 9, 8, 0, and 4. What's a yellow flag waving? Who's that then? Please say it's not Flipsy. It can't be Flipsy again. It is Flipsy again. Oh no. Oh. How much bad shit could happen to one person in one race? Good grief. I'll have to consider parking it soon, actually. There's obviously just the wheel's gone, as it were. Oh no, he's still soldiering on. So we're following DLL Charles. Has to get his lead up to 4 seconds now. A gaggle of cars towards the latter half of the lap on the track at the moment. Lap 85, 22 minutes remaining. Plex is almost, yeah, he's near stuff. In fact, he's almost at the. We got him in sight. Let's have a look at on board. See, can we find him? Has he got Plex in sight? Let's have a look. Yeah, we can just about make him out, I think, actually. Oh no, he's still just out of sight at the moment, so that's got to be a nice feeling for Fido, actually putting a lap on third position there. Goes to show the pace of the front runners has been absolutely lightning. Flipsy's decided to hit the pits again. Why not? Spend more time there and on track of the way it's going. It's so much bad luck tonight. It's been absolutely horrendous. Let's focus lap times comparatively. So let's have a Rafaelo. Lap time. Let's have a look. 108, 9, 7, 6s. What about Plex? Let's have a look. 9s, 8s, and a bit of a 7. So yeah, you can see why the time's been going through there. As we're just riding on board with Hoblix at the moment, he's got a nearly 51-second lead over Pro at the moment at this day in time. In turns, managed to extend his lead over Johnny by about a second and a half now, so he's finally got up to 11.5. It's taken a while, but he's got it up there. But Joe Cabano currently about to have a lap put on him by Hoblex. Effectively first, third, fourth, fifth position. Oh, he's even giving him a little bit of a flash just to let him know he's coming through. Oh, does he get out of the way? Yes, he does. Well done, Cabano. Moves out of the way, lets Hoblex through, and he's away. You see Pro right now trying to chase him down. It's to little to no avail, unfortunately. Just under 20 minutes to go. Time's a ticking. Here's Johnny. Car's trying to step away from there, just about maintaining it though. So the car seems a little bit twitchier. Tyres are good. That left front's taking a little bit of a bit more work than the rest, but other than that, it's not too bad. See Cabano currently following Hoblex at the moment. Hoblex? Hoblex or Hoblex? Hobbylex? Who knows? It's like Hobbit maybe. Hoblex. It's like Asterix and Obelix. Or Hoblex. I don't know. I've got to stop saying the word Hoblex. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Please say it's not Flipsy again. No, it's obviously gone, whatever it was. No, that'd be good. I think it's someone maybe just a little bit, a couple of wheels off track there. Here's Flipsy. Oh, the front and left is also damaged again. Oh, his poor mechanics, they're going to be knackered at the end of this one. They've done an endurance in themselves. Oh, he's struggling now. That left front is not behaving itself. Oh, there's a good burn. Has had a bit of a moment there. Whoa, we're bouncing and slipping and sliding everywhere. You see the car's pulling all over the gaff at the moment. It's doing well to keep it going straight. Can he make it back to the pits though? Stick with him for a moment. He's probably not going to be very happy with us for doing this if he watches the stream back. But as I said before, it's a lot harder to finish the race in Flipsy's position than it would be for, say, Charles or Philo or Plex or Hoblex or any of that lot. It's so difficult to maintain mental strength to complete a race when you've had this kind of bad luck. It's bloody difficult. Fair play to him for doing it. Actually, there's a lot of kudos there. Another set of tyres going on. Some clean boots. Quick repair. Dash of fuel maybe, and we're off. We're going again. Oh, it's coming outside view. There we go. So, have a look at Charles at the moment. 4.9, nearly 5 seconds up on Philo at the moment. Has Philo made the lap on Plex, should I say? Not Felix. I don't know where we're getting Felix from. I think he has. Yeah, he's ahead of him on track as well as on laps, as it were. Yeah, so he's done a lap on him. There we go. Spread out to anyone close to each other. I think everyone's got some good gaps now. Yeah. Not again. Oh, that would have crossed the pit lane, wouldn't it? No wonder the car would have not wanted to go through, actually, with the damage. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he caught it, though. That's a good catch. I know you've had a horrible, horrible race, Flipsy, but you've given me plenty to talk about, mate, so thank you very much. Oh, a little bit of a wibble there. There we go. Oh, clean those tyres up, burn them up. There we go, let's go. Right, what's your lap time looking at? What's your fastest one? It's coming at 1:30, 1:24. I reckon we can do this one. Let's do a bit of on board with you. We'll be with you. There we go. Let's get through this horrible chicane. Let's get around here. Then get ready for this double right-hander. Plex has just hit the pits. Some more fuel on board. Some new boots. Right, we're running racing softs. See if we can make it round without any too much shenaniganery, grinnery, or whatever you want to call it. Lovely through the first corner there. Oh, the back end's bit. Oh! Oh, that stang. Whoop, there's cars coming. Just want to avoid that. Oh, that must have freaking worked. That's the engine kabuggered. Well, it's tested the sturdiness of the vehicle, that's for sure. It's kabroken. Definitely kabroken. Right, Plex is at the pits. He's got some new boots. Quarter tank of fuel. Philo. That's Philo. Oh, Philo's are fine, yeah. Philo's are fine? Oh, there you go. There we go. Quarter tank of fuel for each of the front runners as well. I think Flipsy might be doing a new pit stop record, I think. I'm a bit gutted. Oh, there's Charles coming. D-double-O Charles. Flying through. There he goes. To be fair to Flipsy, I think he gets the record for being the fastest going sideways and stopping in the shortest distance possible. And he's just killed Michelin. Needs to one up Bathurst. Oh, Bathurst was I didn't see the Bathurst one. Did he have a bit of a mare on that one as well? Oh dear. Got sub 15 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Plex is in the pits again? Whoa, he's got some rear end damage. What happened there? What lap are we on? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what happened on that one actually. I wonder what there was. Must have obviously had a bit of a moment there, so he's had to visit the pits two laps running. It's not going to do his chance of the second position any good, that's for sure. Well, I think second position might be pushing it now. Oh, a 3-second penalty to boot to go with it. Oh dear. Must have been some damage. It must have quickly whizzed into the pits. Who's spinning around on? Oh, Flipsy's at the pits. Oh dear, oh dear. Got to get that engine fixed. What's left of it anyway. Wants to make those Aston Martins strong. So you see Hoblex now, first in class. Plex in his background there. In the background, should I say. He's got a 3-second penalty to burn. Well, Strange will get alongside, then we might even see Hoblex just there we go. Retake a thing, and now Plex have to redo it again. Yeah, 13 minutes to go. Any shenaniganry needs to get out of the way soon. There's Flipsy again. Still going. Still soldiering on. Lap 69 comparatively to lap 94. Oh my goodness. Hope he doesn't have any more problems than that. He's almost going to be a race behind at this rate. Whoa, back end stepping out. Not sure what the rules permit, but I think maybe a little bit of traction control might be an option for Flipsy. And he's flashing his lights. Hello, Flipsy. Nice to see you, my friend. Or was that your way of saying stop looking at me? I'm getting nervous. Oh, we're wobbling. I think we might be having a bit of a moment coming up. I hope not. Right, let's see if we can get a decent lap time. Right, we'll try again. Won't go on board this time. Here we go. Right, let's start a lap. Go on, let's make this a lap now. Around we go. Oh, he catches it lovely. He's got it good. Into the S's we go. There we go. Through the S's. Whoop, another one to go. Careful. Just hold it back. Let's get around here. Let's get up over the hill. Put our foot in. 7/10 down on our previous best. We're doing well. We've still got a bit of tank slapping coming on. There we go. We're making it around the coming into the square pin. First part done. Second part now. Watch the exit. Oh, perfect. It's blinding the shit out of the screen right now because we've got lights banging around everywhere. Here we go. Going to go into sector 2, or the end of sector 2. Why are we wobbling left and right? Second down on personal best, but that's fine. Just the chicane to deal with now, and then the double right-hander going down the hill. Made it through. Stay away from that line, don't need any more penalties. Let's go around. Here we go again. And bang, 118. Happy days. Right, 50 more of them, we'll be laughing. We'll check back with you momentarily, Flipsy. Let's just see what the front are doing. So, Charles, first position, 6.2 over Philo. Philo's second position, got a lap and a bit over third position, Plex. First position, Hoblex, is got 54 seconds over Pro. He's going to be almost lapping himself, actually. Going to lap on Pro. In return, he's got 12 seconds over Johnny. And Johnny's got a bit of a lap and some change over Cabana. And then there's Flipsy, who's improving every time. Right, sub 10 minutes now. I'm losing cables. Just check the Discord, make sure I'm not missing anything. No one's shouting at me, so that's always a good thing. Happy days. Like I said before, if there's anyone you want to see particularly, favourite driver, favourite view, let me know. And we'll see what we can oblige by. Here's Plex, third position. Pushing the proverbial balls off his car, as it were. Oh no, there's a car that's spun. Please don't let it be Flipsy. I think it might be. Yep, it is. Oh dear. We've had another moment, and we've got all the damage in the world. Oh no, left rear's okay. Maybe hobble back to the pits on left rear. Oh, Plex is having a bit of a moment now. It's not raining out there, is it? Everyone's having a bit of rear end drive issues at the moment. We've got a yellow flag just moving on there. Oh, it's Flipsy just moving out of the way of Plex, actually. Fair play. Just getting out of the way so it doesn't want to impede. Oh, going wrong way up the order there. Cabana's had quite the very quiet way around. That's an awful lot of Cabana. That's a little bit of on board with him, actually. There we go. Left front's looking a little bit worse for wear, but the rest of the car's not too bad. Fuel's holding out. We've got 7.5 minutes to go. Should be enough fuel to make it to the end, hopefully, all being well. Lap times have been, what, 1:19, 18s, 20s, obviously 30 for a pit, 18, 18, 18, and then the 19s. I guess it's pretty consistent, actually, throughout. Whoa, back end's definitely trying to get away from him there, but he caught it lovely, though. He's down the hill into the double right-hander now, turning in. Touch of the curb there. Momentum of the power going. Just around the lap and to start another one. Oh, there's another spinning car on the map again. That's got to be Flipsy, isn't it? Oh, he's facing the wrong way. Oh my goodness, he's everywhere. We're staying on board with Cabana. Cabana. Whoa! Oh, it's trying to get under control. Car's trying to get away from him. Catches it lovely. And manages to avoid a penalty in the same time. Pretty impressive stuff coming into the square pin now. First part. Quick stab and then into the second one. Blue flags are waving, so we've got a car coming up behind us. Lost track of which one it is, but he's coming along strong now. Who's that going to be? We're going to blend out the throttle, or we're just going to stay to the left to let him through? No, he's staying behind, in fact, actually. Oh, no, he's not. Just trying to get engaged on the radar. Let's have a look then. Is he going to send one up the inside? Yes, he is. It is Plex. Whoa, big tank flapper moment there for Plex. Oh, no, Flipsy, what are you doing over there? Oh, dear. 19.7. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Latter stages of the race are coming now. How's everyone's doing fuel? We'll go through and see if everyone's fuel's okay. Charles is doing good. We've got Raf. Oh, this is a bit marginal. Should be okay though. Might have to do a bit of coasting, but should turn the engine down. It should be fine. Plex, yeah, he's got no problems whatsoever. Hoblex, oh, he can do another 50 laps on that. No issues whatsoever. Pro should be good, I think. Johnny, oh yeah, Johnny's easy, done. Then we've got Cabano, again, pretty good. Oh my word. Flipsy is just refusing to go to the pits, however that was damaged the car again. He's just going round and round and round. Oh my. There's my chair creaking in the background there. I assure you it's the chair but not me. I'm an old fart, but I'm not broken just yet. We are currently watching a DLL Charles. First position, as he has been throughout this event. Flipsy decides to hit the pits again, just for, well, I suppose he's been out a while now, so he needs to make sure the mechanics are okay and they're not missing him. Watching Cubano as he negotiates the track on lap 88, 103 for the front runners. Cubano, not again. Cubano 7th position. Got sub 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Not long to go. Can Philo mount a bit of an onslaught charge to see if he can get ahead or on terms with Charles? I don't think he can, to be honest with you. Plex is too far back now for any potential. Yes, 3 laps down. Oh, 2 laps down, should I say. It's definitely been a masterclass by DWL Charles on this one, though. He's been leading from throughout. And also to Hoblex as well. He's also had the measure of his competitors, or fellow competitors, shall I say. Deary me, Flipsy. Yeah, I think the momentum's definitely gone now. At least the car's not broken. Right, as DLL Charles is just putting one on. Well, I think our next lap should be our last one for him. Going to the square pin now. Whoop, a bit of a back end moment there for, I think, is that Pro in the background? Yeah, it was Pro. No, it wasn't Pro actually, I don't know who it was. Never mind. Not important at this time of life. Right, fuel's a bit marginal, but I think he'll make that stick. 6.3 ahead of Philo. He's got a little bit more on Philo comparatively, actually. Right, so 30 seconds remaining on the timer. This should be the last lap. Let's have a look at anyone else who's going to potentially finish, other than Flipsy, obviously. This is interesting. Now, here's Hoblex gonna cross the line. There's Flipsy just serving another penalty there. So if the timer's gone, this will be his last lap, and he will take his first position. Yeah, fourth. Oh, talk about timing that perfectly. There it is. Timer's gone. Are we going to? Yep, final lap. Johnny's finished for 6th position, 3rd in class. Hoblex takes 1st. 4th position on track, 1st position in class. We've got Pro to come through now. Let's have a look. Where is Charles? There he is, just negotiating the chicane for the final time. Round the double right-hander, down the hill, onto the pit straight, and then done. Here he comes around the corner. Yep, a little bit of flashing. Well done, mate. Bang! And he's done. Philo's coming through now. Down the hill. Negotiate the double right through the vine. Poof. Here comes Plex. A couple of laps down. Just going to negotiate the last straight and the chicane. And then it's just himself and Pro, who are... Where's Pro now? Pro's just behind him on track, so he'll be finishing at the same time. Well, give or take. Here comes Plex to come home for 3rd position. And here's Pro. Bang. Race complete. There we go. Right, let's get this saved. Victory for Charles. Right, so let's just save the replay, then we shall go over the results. Replay's been saved to library. Let's have a look. So your race results are as follows. DLL Charles comes home 1st with the fastest lap of 106.623, followed by RAF Philo for 2nd, Plex for 3rd, WSR Hoblex for 4th, or 1st in class, shall I say. Pro, 5th position on track, 2nd in class. DLL Johnny, 6th on track, 3rd in class. 7th position, sorry, Joe Cabino, and then 8th position, DLL Flips, who had the most eventful race I've ever seen in my life, I think, so fair play. There we go. Race results have been recorded. Fastest lap has also been recorded. and everything's done. So there we go. I think that will do it. So I shall now shut down the stream. So I've been MetalTech721. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this. Remember to like and subscribe and all that bollocks in between. So I hope you all take care of yourselves and be well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.